Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jikook Magic. Have you ever felt that strange atmosphere in the fandom lately? Like there's a silence. Not the peaceful kind, but something heavier. Not because BTS is on hiatus, not because the music has stopped, but because of something far more complex. The emotional fatigue of ARMYs toward their own community. Behind the glow of the world's biggest fandom, behind the global projects and record-breaking hashtags, small ripples have started to grow into waves. Debates about who's more deserving of love, who's worth defending, and who's seen as disrupting the balance. And in the middle of it all, two names once again sit at the eye of the storm. Jimin and Jungkook. Their relationship, long seen as a symbol of warmth and friendship, has now been dragged into endless arguments. Why have two people who grew up together, respected each other, and consistently showed sincerity before the world become the reason for division? Tonight, we'll explore the rarely discussed side of fandom life. How love within a fandom can turn into pressure, and how these two have faced the storm with silence. So, before you draw conclusions, let's take a slow look at this story. Because behind every glance, every laugh, and every silence, there might be a message we've all overlooked. For outsiders, it might be hard to understand why the bond between two members, in this case Jimin and Jungkook, could cause such a deep fracture. But for ARMY, their connection has long been an emotional core. They're a symbol of closeness, comfort, and friendship that grew in front of the world's eyes. On every stage, cameras often capture their little moments. A laugh, a gaze, a natural gesture. Enough to spark imagination and speculation. But the digital world isn't always kind to things that are genuine. When Jimin spoke about Jungkook during a live broadcast after returning from the military, some fans felt uncomfortable. They said he was too casual, too open, as if he had crossed some unspoken boundary. Yet for others, it was nothing more than a warm conversation between friends, a reflection of a bond that had endured time, distance, and unimaginable public pressure. This phenomenon reveals something deeper than fan rivalry. It shows how modern fandom operates in the age of hyperconnection. In a world where every word can be replayed millions of times and every gesture dissected frame by frame, the line between genuine closeness and collective illusion becomes blurred. Like many massive communities, ARMY now stands at a crossroads between love and control, admiration and possession. It's undeniable Park Jimin has always been one of the most talked about BTS members. Not only for his stage charisma, but also for his sincerity, which is often misunderstood. As BTS enters a new era post-military, the pressure to return perfectly feels intense. Yet amid all that excitement, cracks begin to appear, small divisions within the fandom itself. Some say Jimin gets too much attention, that he's too soft, too different from the idealized masculine image of an idol. Others see him as the victim, attacked by a portion of fans who have lost themselves in a sense of overprotective ownership. Meanwhile, Jungkook, the golden magne, isn't free from scrutiny either. His relationship with Jimin has been interpreted in countless ways, from pure friendship to deeply personal speculation. But if we look past the noise, there's something quieter and more real. Mutual respect. Rarely spoken, but deeply felt. They grew up together, from teenagers to men now navigating global fame while trying to protect the most private parts of themselves. In many ways, their story mirrors BTS's own journey, from youthful joy to the calm that comes with maturity. In fan culture, loyalty is often measured by intensity. But in the age of social media, that intensity has become a double-edged sword. Love can easily turn into criticism, and support can turn into suffocation. ARMY, once known for its global unity, now faces a subtler challenge. How to love without hurting, how to defend without destroying. Some fans try to restore balance by reminding others that BTS has always preached inclusive love, not exclusive loyalty. That their careers are built on honesty, hard work, and genuine friendship, not on images controlled by fear or rumor. But in the chaos of online spaces, those words are often drowned by the noise of algorithms. Videos, clips, and screenshots circulate without context, shaping stories more dramatic than the truth. Ironically, amidst all the noise, Jimin and Jungkook remain calm. Jimin, with his gentle voice, often emphasizes empathy and understanding. Jungkook, the quieter one, shows care through silence and consistency. They rarely react to rumors, as if knowing that silence is the only way to protect peace in the storm. This phenomenon teaches an important lesson. Fandoms are not just fan communities. They're mirrors of society. In a world that feels fast and fragmented, people seek identity in fleeting connections, in a shared love for someone they may never meet. But that collective love, if left unchecked, can turn into possessiveness. What's happening around Jimin and Jungkook, or more precisely, around the way some fans treat them, reflects a deeper human need, the desire to give meaning to closeness. We want to believe that some bonds are pure, eternal, untouched by logic. But in that belief, we often forget that idols are human too, with boundaries, space, and the right to define their own narratives. Now, as BTS enters a new chapter in their journey, the once empty silence feels more like a moment of reflection. ARMY, the heartbeat of their success, faces a vital question. What does it truly mean to be a fan in an era of total exposure? Does it mean defending unconditionally, or giving your idols the freedom to breathe and grow? Perhaps the answer lies somewhere in between. Because healthy love, even in fandoms, is not about control or judgment, but respect. It's not about how loud we shout on social media, but how deeply we understand the message the artist is trying to share. In the end, this story isn't just about Jimin and Jungkook. It's about us, the fans who love them, about how easily love can turn into possession, and how the desire to protect can unintentionally cause pain. Jimin and Jungkook may never explain everything, but through their calmness, through the way they quietly endure, it's as if they're telling us one simple truth. Love doesn't always need to be proven to the world. In the chaos of fandom and the noise of social media, that might just be the most important message of all, that true closeness doesn't always need to be seen, and that silence can sometimes be the purest form of love. So before we argue about who's right, let's remember, BTS has always taught us about love that includes, not excludes. Thank you for watching Jikook Magic. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more meaningful stories. Because here, we don't just talk about Jikook. We learn how to love more wisely.